Dan Willis here, and we're talking about immediate credit recovery and your consumer rights when dealing with an ICR collection. So first and foremost, immediate credit recovery is a large, aggressive collection agency that's headquartered in upstate New York. They'll service and collect upon a variety of types of consumer debts, including defaulted student loans, medical debt, government debts, and many more. So this next point is the actual collection tactics. In addition to the harassing phone calls, in addition to the threatening and demanding letters they're sending you, they're also going to report negative information on your credit report. That's going to cause your credit score to drop. Moreover, the most common result of ignored collections is a civil lawsuit. As in, they'll sue you in a court of law. Now, according to the Immediate Credit Recovery website, they are very familiar with this process and utilize it against consumers very often. If this happens and you're found responsible or you don't appear for your court date, then a judgment will be awarded against you. A judgment can cause your wages to be garnished for repayment. It can also cause your assets to be seized and even liens being placed against you and or your property. Now, the next step is the most powerful consumer weapon to fight back against any debt collector. And specifically, what we're going to use is we're going to request account validation, which is your right granted by the FDCPA, the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. And you need to make this request in writing using certified mail so you have evidence of your request. But what you're saying with this is, hey, immediate credit recovery, you first prove that's actually my debt and that I'm legally responsible for it. And then we can possibly talk about setting up a payment plan or settling this, but you first prove that's my account. You see, if they do not validate your debt, then you are no longer legally responsible for payment. Moreover, they're supposed to notify all three of the major credit bureaus to have them remove that collection listing from your credit report, which is damaging and messing up your credit score. Now, if your account is validated, please subscribe and join our congregation, because coming up next, we're going to be talking about settling your debt with immediate credit recovery. If they validate your account, you're going to be given the documents, the paperwork, and the evidence. You need to review this and look for your last date of account activity. For the vast majority of consumer debts, you're only legally responsible for that debt for about 7 years. It's called the Statute of Limitations, and it will vary depending upon what state you live in, so please investigate your local listings. And it doesn't apply to defaulted student loans. That's one of the few types of debts that the statute of limitations doesn't apply to. But even if your debt is valid and legit, please make sure to subscribe, because we're going to be talking about how to handle that when it comes to credit recovery coming up next. And if this is Dan Willis, we're going to include a link in the description below over to an article for the full scoop on dealing with immediate credit recovery. We also have a free report available there, the 7 proven ways to boost your credit score. Please subscribe and join our congregation. Have a terrific day, and looking forward to talking to you again here soon.